All right, let's dive into some combat mission Final Blitzkrieg. This is coming to Steam, I believe, sometime at the end of the month or the next month with a new DLC. So before the DLC or the game comes to Steam, I wanted to check it out a little bit, kind of to warm up, and the community kind of voted on it. So let's just take a look. This mission starts at 11:50. I'm not going to read this entire 2-paragraph assessment right here, but you're more than welcome to pause the stream and read it on your own. I am now going to hit the next button. And as you see, there's more information. This is a reminder. There's limited supply. This is our campaign, so we need to be careful with the resources that we use or the resources that kind of get eliminated. Let's take a look at the tactical map real quick before we dive into this. The forested area is not as thick as it seems. Also, there are no real good lines of sight. We're going to do more of an assessment here in a second. And these are the capture points we need to try to achieve. It's telling us that there are forces obviously at the objective and then over here on these two flanks as well as in the woods itself. So let's hit the OK button. Let's zoom out real quick. So immediately what we're going to assume is, right, there's possible forces here and here. There's also forces over here on the main objective. So more than likely they're going to be pushed forward probably to this tree line. So we're probably expecting contact in this point, and it's also a good little ambush point because they have forces over here on this right flank or this east flank. The compass is in the right-hand corner, so we're going to go by directions like that. So we're going to say the east flank right here. And it's also relatively good cover. And as you see, this is all kind of not as dense, it's light compared to these more densely packed areas. We're also going to assume that there is this massive open field and that there's going to be at least some anti-tank equipment or anti-armor equipment along this tree line and in this position because it has perfect little lines of sight into where our Shermans or tanks will be coming onto the map at. So that's something we need to be considerate of. So our very obvious first moves, remember when we talk about this, we need to think about how the enemy is going to counter us. This would be like a good hard point. This would be an okay hard point. This would be a dangerous one as much as I want to kind of recon this area out. As you see, it's not very dense, so anything with good optics will be able to engage us. And as you see, there is what looks to be a house right there. So we don't have any firepower to relatively deal with that. So we're more than likely going to be trapped in this position right here for a moment. And this may not go well at all. I don't play the World War II games that often. This is an okay position, mostly because of how dense this tree line is and how much cover there is. And then as we crest this hillside, remember these forests aren't that packed, and there is a more dense area just directly in front of us. We don't have the firepower to really clear all that out quite yet, as you see. And I'm not quite sure what the distance would be, maybe a few hundred meters, so definitely within range to get smoked. As you see, there's more densely packed areas here and here and here. I'd imagine there's some anti-armor equipment in those positions over here on the east, and then more than likely there's going to be a flank set up right there. So if we were to traverse these woods, it would be a lot of cover but a lot of fighting, and then a whole left flank where I don't think we're ever going to be able to cross this area unless we definitely saturate this area with some artillery fire, which we're going to have, not for another 10 minutes. So where I see initial contact right now is this tree line right here. I'm seeing initial contact. I'm expecting if I push my forward observers too far outside and up this hill, they'll be engaged from this position. I'll also be expecting contact right here along this roadway. So basically at this open area, we're going to slow and dismount. Yo, what's up, Jake Green? How you doing? Mr. Jozu, how you guys doing? We're doing our assessment. So I just predict there's just a high probability of contact or ambush likely within this area, especially when we get in this valley. I'd imagine some artillery, especially like right if we also come down and take a look, you see like it's a very covered position, like there's slopes and everything, reverse slopes, slopes, non-reverse slopes, and then areas to kind of get shot down upon. So I don't really foresee this as like a good path for us, so we're not going to go that way. And I don't really see this as a good path to kind of scout things out either because we don't have the armor or the firepower right now. At least we're another 10 minutes to do anything. So we're going to do our best to recon. We'll see how that goes. We'll drop troops right here We're never, and we're going to just kind of forward observe this area. And then if it's clear, we'll try and move our vehicles around. But, right, take a look. I mean, is it mostly covered? It is. I think that's fine. I don't really see a reason to kind of pull our units way, way, way over here. I mean, it does look fairly okay. How far? So it is an uphill, so it's kind of a reverse slope. So we're not going to make, I kind of, what I would like are like gradients on their maps. I think that would be really, really cool. I mean, is there ever a time and a place that we kind of get a unit into this position? I mean, that's asking a lot. We're going to push for it, though. We're going to get one forward observer team way out here on the flank. Let's grab this guy. We don't need all of what they have over here. I think we're going to split these. This command element's okay. We can't break off this command element because it has our anti-tank. So, and I'm not sure who I'm going to give that to yet. And we don't have any firepower to clear these woods right now. So we got to think about what we're going to accomplish right now. We're going to do a hard push forward, or are we going to kind of clear out these woods and maybe go from there? We don't have a lot of recon units. Let's try and set up right here. Let's just get started. So let's just do some normal move orders. Stay on the road. I'm never a fan of moving this far forward. And we're going to dismount in this tree line. I think this is dangerous. Anything that feels safe isn't really good. And I hope they don't like kind of screw us over with just doing like a quick little pop shot at us just for the fun of it. Our command element's not going to move until that unit's into position. We're going to take a look with our Jeep over here, see what we can see. I would like to get into here for the dismount and then maybe cross this. I mean, they're not going to give us anything for free. We're not getting anything for free initially. That's what we need to remind ourselves. We're not getting anything for free. So we're going to take it slow. There's no reason. We have 10 minutes, so let's just take it slow. Stop right here. Too high. Stop right here. All right, let's do our initial save. All right, no crashes, no crashes, no crashes, no crashes. Yeah, they really, really, really need a gradient tool. It's hard to tell, like, right? Like, this looks like all like a flat map, but realistically, it's not. So you have like a berm right here, and then it's an uphill. So, and then downhill. A gradient tool is really, really needed. Let's get started. We're going to try and burn through this 10 minutes as fast as possible. Let's tab with one of these units. We're going to rotate so we can kind of watch both move. We're looking for fire. None of this feels really, really safe. 15 seconds in. Are you in position? All right. This is tense. I'm going to watch this unit over here. Yeah, this one's on its way to steam here in a moment. We're going to dismount. We're going to dismount before we go up this hill. I just feel like we need to micro our units a lot more than we normally do. And that's fine. Let's do our initial spots right off the bat. Yeah, I'm excited to play this one. This is the one I've played the most. I've tried this one in Black Thunder. Black Thunder. Red Thunder. It's weird how they don't give you like a driver though. All right, let's dismount. So remember, we can't go up this hillside too much because it's going to open us up to be engaged. So what if we... I hate this because we're always going to get spotted first. So let's go through these woods and stop right here. Just a normal move. All right. I don't really... It's hard, man. It's hard to determine how aggressive you want to be. Right here. I don't really want to be extremely aggressive right now. Being too aggressive will lead us to early losses in this campaign, and these units are really important. They need to be in position to kind of drop artillery. And maybe that we don't have any artillery. Oh, no, we do. Nope, it's denied because we're not the units we need to be. All right, these guys are in position, so we're going to slow up to this tree line. We're going to try and use as much cover as possible. I know slow uses a lot of energy, but we're early on in the fight. They have energy to burn. Forward observer over here is kind of clearing the woods. All right, so what we need is these units are operating a little too... We don't have a lot of fire support. So let's get up here in this, at least get prepped. What's the line of sight look like from here? I don't want like some Joker line of sight, some AT to murk us from that direction. You know what I mean? Like, so this is our cover right here. For right now, that little snow-packed hill. We got to be careful. This vehicle's bigger than our Jeeps. It's also louder. All right, we're on this right side of the road. We're in the woods. We have fire support moving up, which is really, really good for us. These guys are almost in position to kind of do some spots. Let's see what they get. Once these units, I wish we could name them. What's this? This is second team. We'll call them second team, not these guys. Second team is, hopefully we can get some spots up here on this ridge line. We don't want to go too far forward, but they do need to kind of get up. Let's keep going. I think they can kind of get a good spot from this position too. So these guys are just recon units, right? Second team. These guys, can they do anything? They're denied howitzers too. Is our commander denied howitzers? So he might need to be with someone. All right, so our commander needs to be with one of these forward observers. All right, that's good to know. It would be nice if they can kind of make some good spots right off the bat, though, so I can kind of position this commander where he needs to be. We don't really need to do anything overly aggressive. This might be a bit of a long crawl. How far do you think this is over here? How long do you think this crawl is? 100 meters. 100-meter crawl. That's 1/4 of a quarter mile. So that's a long, long, long crawl. Let's see if we get any spots right off the bat. We don't need to... God, this is 4 minutes in. Could you imagine playing this in 4 minutes? No spots. We're going to go for it. That's a long crawl. They're going to be tired at the end of it, but that's fine. Oh, yeah. I've been playing the Black Sea for so long. I've been playing like Black Sea and all the other ones. I think this crawl's really dumb. I mean, I don't think it's dumb. I just don't... I mean, what's our engagement range from here? This would be definitely a tank. What's the button for target? T? Almost 800 meters. Can you spot someone crawling at 800 meters, 400 meters? This would be our tree line right here. 800, almost a mile. That's fine. I mean, if you can see someone crawling a mile away, I want your eyes. So I'm going to kind of ignore them just a little bit. If they can kind of find a position, that's great. All right, so this is where we were talking about the force, like, density. So we don't have firepower to really engage units, and I'm thinking, like, contact here and contact here. So we dismount our commander, and here's our reinforcements. Ooh, that's 5 minutes early. All right, there's our tanks. I would really rather not push our tanks till we've made at least some decent spots. All right, so we are going to go fast. And you guys are going to try and meet up with these guys. So let's hit the gas. All right, so first unit moving in. At least we have some fire support and some firepower. Commander's going to dismount. We're going to see if we can spot anything in this tree line and kind of cover our assault. I'm not going to move any of these units quite yet. We have another forward observer team. Do we go along this roadway right here? They should have spotted anything in this hillside by now. So we cross this roadway right here and try and let's see how crazy we get. Follow the roadway. All right, so what's it? I don't like it. I don't like it. We're going to stop right there. This is our vehicle point. We're going to get one tank moving. Let's check on our other forward observer, see where they're at in their crawl. They're around 50 meters. That's fine. We can always remount our commander and kind of get them over to this position. If they don't have a radio, that's fine. Even if they're just good for spotting or even like identifying threats or targets, they're exhausted. I knew they were going to be exhausted. They've crawled like 25 meters here and another 25 here. We're at war, boys. You're going to have to do something, though. All right, first unit has arrived. This is... They can use the radio from the Jeep. All right, cool. I'm going to pull that Jeep up here, and I'd have to fall them back and then pull them up. Dismounted. There's a radio in this Jeep? That's fine. We don't want to lose these Jeeps yet. Okay, so let's see if this hillside seems crazy. This hillside seems really dangerous. Let's go. Not you. You stop. We're just reconning right now, man. We have a whole hour to do this fight, and I promise you this will take a long, long time. Let's go. We'll do this in stages. This is our main focus right now. Our other guys aren't going to be engaged from a mile out with small arms fire. We need to secure this hillside, or at least get a unit into position to kind of fire that direction. What is that? That's just a visual glitch? No, that's a spot. Is that a spot or a visual glitch? What are you? I don't know what that is. Is it a spot or is it not a spot? Do you get any more infantry? Probably not. Let's take a look. Yeah, we do. 12 in a while. We don't need them yet, though. These guys have a radio, so these guys are actually more important than our other guys. I'm going to go with they didn't spot anything over on this tree line. And so it's got to be a bit safer than what I like or than what I think. They're too close to the trees. Oh, this is a brick. That's not a brick wall. Watch this madness. If they're on that hillside, they're going to engage our guys. None of that sounds smart. I would just hope these guys could spot at some point. I'm going to move these guys up on the hillside to... Yeah, I'm going to move these guys up on the hillside before I move these guys back. I'm actually going to reverse this unit. Like that's a forward observer with a radio. That's a very high, very, very powerful unit that we don't need to risk doing some crazy ass nonsense. And then like this position right here, that's really risky too. All of this is like extremely risky. Do you think we could get a tank? What's a tank look like up here? No, I want spots. I want visual confirmation before I do anything with my tanks. We have literally 62 minutes left. We don't need to worry too much about anything. All right. Can you go over this hill? We're recon, bro. Recon and force right now. All of it looks sketchy. We have one tank kind of moving up. If these guys can kind of just see what they see, they can relax a little bit. I really feel like they could start making some good spots here in a moment. This is a really, really good position. Just watching these guys crawl into the GD tree line. I mean, even if they're here, look at this slow action. All right, they got to be making spots now. That's a really good position. You can basically see this entire battlefield from there. Binoculars at 800 meters, definite win. Are these guys really not seeing anything yet? Come on, guys. You got to spot something over this hillside. Stop slow. We got to start doing, unless it's like truly like we're just being way, way, way overly cautious, then I apologize for wasting your time. But I don't see why we don't need to be. I mean, look at these hillside. I mean, there's no cover here. We can't get caught out right here. Stop. I heard him speak. I heard him speaketh. All right. Outstanding. We called it right off the bat, remember? All right, so first spot, that's perfectly fine. I don't want them to engage. I do want them to pull back. There we go. We know it, man. We know it. He probably doesn't have line of sight on anything. So he needs to move up. I wonder, all right, so how dangerous can we be with this commander? If we just say move. Get in this kind of same little square right here. I don't want you going just yet. I want you to stop what you're doing, but I'm going to give you a target arc of really small. And I don't want him to engage. We know he's there. What is it? Do you think we spotted each other? God, it would suck if he just straight up snipes. Oh, yeah. They can see each other. That's a leader, too. How do we take this engagement? I'm going to let the TAC AI determine what it wants to do. Clear target. I'd rather than be prone and just take the spot. I don't know, like, what the difference in spotting is, right? I mean, if it's he only has eyes, which is kind of weird that he's recon. So he doesn't have any binoculars. So, I mean, if he has eyes and he has eyes, they can probably see each other. So I'm a little bummed out that this guy's not spotting a goddamn thing, but whatever. Beyond all that, with that unit and this tree line that we predicted, so we determined first point of contact is right here. All right, that's first point. That's first contact, which means contact, contact, no contact. He's a little too far in front. He has no fire support. I don't think we could get that 50 cal up there. I mean, I'm worried about anti-tank, right? And what's on that this vehicle is a nice little high explosive. So if we're determining that's point of contact, then the wall of fighting is going to be right here. So we need to get into this position right here. I wonder. I want to get another forward observer team up here. They can't really see into those tree lines from this position. So having a tank there doesn't make any sense. We do need to get some fire support up in these woods though. So let's grab a tank and try and set up right here. Just one tank right here. I don't want to crest the hill. I just want him to stop short. What's our line of sight look like from this position? Should be okay. All right, so let's try and get into this hill. Let's get our tanks moving. Let's find our tanks. Tank right here. There you go, buddy. Is this game better than Graviteam? It's more micro. It's more... Graviteam's fun. I really enjoy Graviteam, obviously, because you see all the content on the channel. But lately, the battles kind of feel very grindy. So you kind of do your initial engagements in Graviteam, like your infantry contacts, your mortar contacts, and then it kind of just stalls out until one side breaks the other by destroying the commanders. Is what happens a lot in Graviteam. So it turns into like a little bit of a grind, which is fine. I enjoyed it a lot. Graviteam's really what got me back into wargaming. So we're not gonna like criticize it too much. These guys must be absolutely exhausted. I want to see this movement. We're playing this real time. Standing up's probably a mistake because we don't know what's in that tree line. Does that line up with point of contact? Kind of. So we're going to drop mortars here. Let's watch this play out. I want to watch it from this angle so I can see what happens over there. I do think we're being a little overly cautious. But I wonder if our scouts have better eyes to complete that thought. God, that's so silly. We're being so micro-y with that unit. All right, command. You have a radio, right? Yep. All right, we got to kind of play this a bit carefully. Oh no, they're engaging. They're engaging. How's this? Shit. Come on, take that shot. Take that shot now. Drop him. Drop him. Drop him faster. All right, what do we do here? All right, this guy does not have the firepower to do this. 7 minutes. We can't hold this position for 7 minutes. I mean, 7 minutes puts us at 50. Point target. All right. Fine with me. We're losing line of sight right now. I wonder why it's 7 minutes. The FO should have a quick call time. Yeah, maybe this guy right here, right? Let's go like this. That's clear. This guy should have a better call time. We got to wait till it says uncease fire. No, he's 7 minutes too. Go to spotter. Let's wait to see. Maybe we don't have an FO. This guy is 4-team recon fatigued. I don't think I actually have like a hard spotter unless I accidentally split them. The wrong guy, yeah. I think I put him over here. That's a mistake. I think this is our 2nd-team recon. No, he's recon too. What's this guy? This is our forward observer. Yeah, but he has a radio, so we would just break contact with our recon unit and pull up our FO. What would his thing be? Can he spot without... Does he need line of sight? You don't have a radio. No one here has a radio, right? Binos. Breach charge. All right, let's break. It's weird that our recon teams only have... You don't even have a radio, so there's no reason for you to even be back here. Fall back. We'll just play. We'll just go. We'll break. We're going to maintain contact. I'm worried about... We're also actually just going to remount up. There's no reason for this guy to be in this fight anymore. And we're just going to assume that this is now going to come under artillery fire. So we're going to move, do a quick spot right here with this guy. And then we're going to break contact and kind of move on to this wooded area next. Is what we need to do. And then we're going to try and push to clear these woods. All right, where's our tank at over here? What we really need is some infantry, and we don't have it. Right? I mean, how aggressive do you think we need to be at the 10-minute mark? Are we just really far behind? And why aren't these guys spotting the way I want them to? All right. I know we're not using a lot of our tanks right now, guys. I don't know if that's honestly like a mistake. There we go. We're going to pop some shots off. That's a lot of units up there, though. They're pushing us. Why are they pushing us so hard? They're getting shot from two sides. You guys see that incoming fire from this right? Yeah, we just pull back. I want them to go back slowly, though. Yep, look at that machine gun fire. All right, so we call off our mortars. Straight up call off the mortars. There's no reason to do any of this. Just remount up. We break contact right here because we have an unspotted unit, obviously from this wooded tree line right here. So these are two of our initial contacts that we assumed. So we assumed contact here and we assumed contact here. I'm just wondering what line of sight is up here. I don't want to lose a tank due to some random anti-tank gun in the tree line. You know what I mean? What does he target up here? So we'll just do an area target. That's going to give us cover to get back. We're also going to support this tank with another. I would rather support him with infantry. So what we need to do now, we have a lot of forces on the battlefield, and we got to start using some of them. We have a lot of infantry, we have on-map mortars, and a lot of our area isn't reconned out. So let's drink some water and think. This tree fight seems like it's going to be a drag. If we truly wanted to secure this whole tree line to get freedom of movement, it's going to be a fight. I don't know why this recon unit can't spot anything to save its life. I know there's units here. Like I know there's like a good anti-tank element there. And before I push this tree line, I want to confirm that. I want to confirm my suspicions before I do anything absolutely crazy. So we grab another forward observer or another recon unit. Maybe you don't. No, you do. We do. We don't need it like cleared as bad, like as good as I think we do. Like we're not going to clear all the way up to here, but this does need to be cleared because this is where a lot of our fighting is going to take place. We're going to see because we need to be able to freely move through this area, right? And I only assume that we need to freely move through this area because we have a house right there. We have lots of openness. And then if we take a look at the attack map, it says there's units possibly right here. So we assume why you wouldn't put infantry in an open field, right? So we go off the assumption that it's not infantry placed in the open field, then it's anti-tank guns. So we don't push this open field until they're spotted. And then same with the backside of this, right? And then there's a small element right there, so it's probably going to be reinforced. Could be just a small little recon, maybe a screening force. But we did have some good contacts. So that's why we're being cautious with our left, and we do need to kind of open this up on the right. So if we just say, hey, you know, the Germans aren't trying to trick us, and this whole right flank is open, but then we have this area right here, 1 and 2. So it's tricky. It's tricky for sure. Oops, sorry guys. We have visual contact on that guy. We're just re-embarking. There's no reason to put artillery up. We're going to kind of suppress this guy with this tank to allow our units to pull back. And then we're going to reinforce some infantry into this tree line, I think. And we'll fight through these trees right here have the most cover. And we're right here. So we'll try and get like a squad up there with a machine gun. Probably not a machine gun, but like, you know, like just like an infantry squad. So let's do that. I wish you could go further back. You can't like go really far back. So here's a machine gun unit with that force going to be a pain to fight. I'm hoping it's just a small screening element. We're not going to put a lot of resources there. We have 1 tank, but we do need to get freedom of movement through this area. And we really need to spot out the anti-tank elements that are right there. So I think 1 squad will be okay. Obviously, I hope 1 squad's okay with a grenade rifle and a machine gun team. That should be okay. Let's see if we can get them into position right here. We're going to say fast. They're going to stop short. They're going to dismount, and then we're going to clear these woods. All right, so that's 1 new unit in play. I hope. And the next thing we're going to do is we're going to cross this open road. They're trying to cut us off right here. We can't let them cut it. We can't have them cut us off. So we need to get this unit into play. I would like right here, if I'm being honest. I want right here, and I want a squad in this tree line for this oncoming push. I think they're trying to cut off our advance, and we're just going to pull these units back a little bit, and we're going to shut this down. So let's see how it goes. That tank should be engaging. I think I had it target, so maybe 1 high explosive might scare them a little bit. But we got to get out of this tree line. We can't have a bunch of units backed up right now. All right, so what we're watching right now, 1 is this guy. I would like for him to put a high explosive round in. That fell short. I would like for him to put another high explosive round in that doesn't fall short. All right, maybe it spooks him a little bit. We get some infantry support with that tank. And then we get all these units out of this tree line and into the next. All right, who gets on station first? He's still, all right, we transition. We say target light. He's not hitting his shots. That's a waste of high explosives. If he's just going to shoot the dirt, we're just going to switch to target light. And we might need to move up a little bit. So do we tell him to hold down? Hold down just a little bit. And then what's the range of the we'll just do target light over there. What's the range, do you think, of their RPG? Because they're going to have one. You guys dismount. And if we have to take the fight to the woods, that's fine. We stop short of that hill. Can we actually target with this vehicle? What is this? What are we talking, like 400 meters? That's really, really, really good line of sight. That's really good. That's a really good engagement range with a lot of small arms. So we got to be really careful. So machine gun team's also going to dismount real quick. And they're just going to dismount right next to it. Let's do these dismounts real quick. I want these dismounts to get done, and I want this vehicle to move forward just a little bit. All right, with those done, I really want targets right now. The reason why I want targets is because we're having a lot of troop movement. I don't want anyone filing for any tinnitus claims. All right. We have a hull down happening. These guys, that was our forward observer who's pulling back. And all right, this is the next piece of action we're going to watch. Are these guys in position? Almost in position. Still no spots. I mean, we're already halfway to the objective at the 58-minute mark, so 12 minutes in. No, I'm not going to say anything. I'm not going to jinx us. All right, so let's watch this. You're moving a lot further forward than I thought. I think it'll be fine. We need breathing room. We don't have any breathing room right now. I thought I gave you a target light. Without any breathing room, we're kind of useless. So we need this breathing room to just freely move. And this tree is going to give us a bit of cover to redo this. All right, there's the target light fire. Still no spots, which makes me think this whole operation was kind of worthless. But we're going to I guess we're going to go to that tree line next. We'll let them rest because they're going to have another 300-meter crawl for themselves. All right. Those guys should be severely suppressed. We go like this. We say move quick. This is our next stop, everyone. I don't like that open field movement. These guys are almost into position, so let's watch this play out. Lots and lots of units right there. We're going to try and get our forward observers back into position. I think it's risky now, though. Let's see what our infantry sees once they kind of get into these tree lines. But that's a lot. That's a lot of sound maybe that's sound contact, soft spots. Once our infantry are up and running, we're going to... Oh, we need to check on this guy. All right, forward observers mounted back up. Whoa, cowboy. What are you doing over here? Oh, that was... What is happening right there? Oh, my God. Oh, stop. Just immediately dismount right there. You see where these guys are at? Holy bejeebus. This unit, face. You gotta face and you gotta suppress. What? Come on, man. Did my gunner get out too? Lots of visual glitches right there. No, there's still a driver. That was crazy. We never... Panzerfaust 60 meters? All right. I guess there's no gunner. All right, 4 minutes. I wonder if we can get our... Watch this guy get absolutely smoked. God, I hope our forward observer doesn't get smoked. We're doing this with like the least amount of resources I've ever seen. All right, let's get some firepower going. Let's just do it. Tank number 1. We got to clear this hillside, which is exactly what we're doing. So let's get infantry into position and start clearing. We have how many things do we need to go through? Soft spot. Remember, we had flanking fire right here. So let's use our infantry right here to kind of move forward just a little slowly. Slow up to here. What's that, like a good 20-meter move? You guys kind of just stop. Ooh, look at all that fire. Look at all that fighting. Look at all this fighting, actually. This actual fighting that's taking place. You guys just actually need to face that direction. You guys just need to stop. You need to face that direction. And can you deploy? Can I click on you and can I select deploy? Deploy. All right. Let's take this engagement for what it's worth. Right there. Right there. Let's see what we can do. You're a little off target. We'll retarget. All right, how much ammo do you have? 3,000? 30 cal M2 rounds, or are you dropping 50 cals? I don't see you dropping 50s right now. All right. These guys are fine. I think we need another reinforcement platoon right up here. Oh, squad right up here. Yep, let's do it. I just want a squad. We can't be in here much longer, honestly. I feel really bad. Give him an open up, and he will. All right, All right, thank you. Open up. Let's also change it to a target arc. Look at that. Look at this. A little DFP right there, defensive fighting position. We called it, guys. All right, tree line. So, what are you doing? All right, everyone's kind of moving. Lots of suppression going on. All right, we need to follow this unit's movement next. That's a little too crazy for me. Let's see if we get a good target from there. You can actually see someone. Who can you actually see? Artillery would be way better. That forward observer right here is going to be really, really good for us. Right. All right. This is what we need to follow, remember? I think we have more than enough firepower to stem any major assault, barring they bring in a bunch of tanks. Right? That's our main concern right now. Tanks and high explosives. That's a bad turn. We shouldn't be turning like that, especially with like offensive contacts right there. These guys, I want these guys to go so much more faster. I'm glad we have them suppressed, so that kind of gives us like dumb movement. But we're gonna actually, you guys, all right, stop. Why do we have, we're taking contact, we're taking fire right now up here? Just stop what you're doing and figure it out. I don't want you to cower. I just want you guys to stop. And you're going to dismount back here. So we have one casualty on the deck right now. We have no one right here. I don't know why this guy's choosing. Ooh, that's actually a really good vehicle. That has a vehicle for us. But it would be nice if he would, like, man the gun. I don't know why he's not. All right, our command element's back in. I wonder if we can move it forward to kind of suppress. Where are all our soft spots? A command... No. This should be fine. All right, let's get this guy in play. All right. I know there's a spot right there. There we go. 2 rounds. 6 minutes. It wasn't even worth the movement. If it's just going to be 2 minutes left on our commander, we would have just called our commander in. I don't like that. I mean, that basically puts us... Oh, my goodness. All right. Whatever. It is what it is. I want to split this squad. Can you split squads? Pop smoke, hide, split teams, anti-tank, leader. Let's grab anti-tank. Yo, what's up, Tony? Yeah, that I don't think that blank. I don't think that movement was worth it. I mean, for a 6-minute call-in, like, I mean, we might as well have kept our commander right up here and just did 7 minutes. It would have been here in 3 minutes. Like, I think we were in the net negative for that. All right, let's see what we got going on. All right, there's a lot of movement, a lot of random contact. I really feel like we should be able to target this goon. Thank you. I guess these guys are going to go on another adventure. I'm not going to get reckless with them, but kind of crazy we haven't spotted anything out here. Maybe we let them sit and observe? I mean, you're telling me there's nothing out here. Unless this is like a hill right here. I mean, there's that obvious... But you wouldn't put guns on the backside of this hill, right? You wouldn't be like, okay, we're expecting a tank push. Let's put guns on the backside of this hill. Doesn't make any sense. So, I don't know. It feels kind of weird. I'm going to walk them, though. Just along this border. Where would they get fire from? That second story right there where there's probably units. So we're not going to walk them. So more than likely they do take... We let them observe. Look at all these units not in play, man. We still have so many resources to use. All right. Let's get this contact going. Let's get this artillery falling. Let's see how this plays out. Let's slow roll these guys back up to this hillside. See if we can get any hard targets. Any good spots. I don't want them going too quick, so let's see. All right, plus they're relatively reinforced right now. If we get some good targets, then we can kind of... All right. Is that artillery? That wasn't mine, so I don't see a mortar hole. Are we thinking artillery right now? This is why we didn't want to be here for this long. So we push through. Let's get 2 tanks going over here on this right flank and try and encircle. Dangerous because of this opening, but we're assuming no one's in this tree line right here, so we're going to go right through this needle. We're going to thread the needle right here, and we're going to work on clearing out this whole back side, or at least going right through the middle. I would like to recon this area over here on this right flank to kind of ensure there's no one there, but that's fine. This guy's breaking my heart. These guys are engaging. Those guys are moving. Commander's going to be retrograding. And we're going to work to secure this tree line right here. This is our next stop. So let's scout out this area right here. Let's see if we can get a forward observer or a recon team right up in here in this tree line and see if we can do some scouting. We're kind of extending right now. We're creating multiple fronts. So let's do that. This is our next big move. Command element's going to dismount right here as well and kind of secure this tree line. All right, that's what they're going to do. And then we have these guys. Oh, these guys stopped just short. So we go slow up to here. How many meters is that? That's like a 5-10 meters. They can walk that. All right, once they all dismount, that means we have a big half circle kind of forming. I would say move this up to provide covering fire, but it doesn't seem like it works. All right, we're moving back up to see if we can get some positive spots. All right, he sees someone. That's fine. So what we do is we actually, maybe we're kind of forcing them off. I'm not really comfortable with moving my tank too far. We're going to try and utilize some of these trees as cover. I know it sounds silly, but let's just do that. We're going to... I have so many more weapon systems to use that I'm just not using yet. All right, so this is the next open area right here. So we need to kind of... We're going to crawl to the edge of this tree line. Fucking crawling, baby. We're the crawl squad. We're going to leave this gun deployed. They need to move forward too, but I'd rather my light infantry make the spots first. And then what do we have here? You're moving. So we have lots of like movement. I don't actually think you're targeting anything. That's probably why we got like, we took the fire off too early, and that's probably why they got like a good little pot shot out at us. I want to split this squad. I always want a gunner up. So what if we... Let's split this squad. Oh, I can't split this squad? That sucks. I would split them in a heartbeat. And so, can I split this squad? I can combine this squad. I don't want to combine, I want to split. I feel like I should be able to split that, so I'm not sure why it's asking me if I want to combine it. Alright, this unit is moving back to embark. The reason why we're doing that is because it seems like these vehicles are operating without gunners, even though there is a unit within the vehicle, so I'm not quite sure why that's happening. So there's like this guy right here, but he's not manning the machine gun when I ask him to man the machine gun. So, right, we've had that target on for how long? So it seems like in order to get that machine gun to work, I need to have a unit, like at least a half squad up there. So let's do that. Where's our command element that we sent over here? All right, they're still working their way up. Oh, you can't split them while they're moving? Thank you. Well, when they stop, we'll split them. That allows us to get our half track in position. I forever don't understand. I guess I want to try and get him a little bit higher. And then we are going to watch there be someone in that tree line right there, just like trolling us. These guys like crawled all the way over here and they just get super trolled. So we're going to scout it out. We're going to look over there while they crawl. I don't want them to just like, you know, crawl 500 meters and get absolutely sniped. We have one tank going, so let's start moving some more assets. I'm like, okay, we're going to move up to this area right here. Our reactive armor, or ERA, is going to absorb any flanking shots. This should still be below the hillside, so we should probably, boom, below hillside. What that's going to do, that's going to give us more firepower on that hillside. And we're going to push the enemy out, and we're going to get these woods. These woods will be ours. That gives us freedom of movement all the way up to this position, where we can mount our next phase of our attack. We're going to be a bit more aggressive. I think we're kind of dragging this out over here on this right flank. So I'm going to get... Why are these guys just chilling on the ground here? I'm going to get another machine gun going. And we're going to do 2 squads up here. And we're just going to go tree line, tree line. We know there's a DFP right here. So there's... If we have to take that fight, we'll take it with tanks. So this looks like a more defensive position, but if we have these tree lines, then we have a basic assault into this town, and we actually have the high ground to shoot down into it. So I do feel like this fight is worth it. And I think we're going to get there regardless. I'm just trying to not get a bunch of casualties. You know, I want to get these guys back home to their wives, to their children, and just ensure they have a happy, long life. Full of happy, long happiness. All right. We're going to take this movement right here. And this is our next OBJ. Just our personal. This is our next operation right there. We're actually having a vehicle move up here on this right-hand flank. So if there is someone over there, they're going to take some shots at it. What a nice command. You know, I'm trying to win the hearts and minds of my own people. We're doing our best. So let's see how this first tank does, and then we will see how the second tank does. And if I move a tank up to this tree line and I get smoked by an anti-tank cannon, I will scream at second team over here for doing absolutely nothing to recon everything. So I'm going by what my recon team has seen. I'm going by what we've spotted over here. I assume no anti-tank gun. I assume second team are not blind and can very clearly scout this ridge line, and we're going to stop short. We're not going to cross this opening until my command team scouts that out. All right. So we stop short. See, this is why we talk through things. I don't really see a reason to move fast. All right. Lots of movement, lots of movement. Let's watch above. That guy, casualty, stop, pull back. No reason for you to even be up here anymore. I don't know why I have you up there. Just get out of there, my dudes. These guys would be... All right, we almost have more... We're taking casualties because we don't have firepower on that position because we are being silly gooses and not having firepower. So you're going to stop movement. You're going to split. I want to split teams. I just want these guys right here. That's actually our machine gun. I want our anti-tank. I want them mounted. And then I want this vehicle to put some goddamn rounds downrange. We're taking casualties because no one's putting rounds downrange. That is exactly what's happening. From this position, we are going to put our bullets together, put our mines together, and start shooting back. You aren't doing anything because you have no target light. We need to suppress them so we can advance. So let's get going. That's why we're taking casualties right now. It's because we pulled all fire off And so they're freely able to shoot back. So we're going to resuppress them. We're going to change you from a move slow to just a normal quick. We're going to get to the edge of this tree line. You're going to undeploy your weapon because you're not spotting anything. And you'll move second. All right, these guys are finally able to get out of position. They're moving up. They're moving up. All right, let's put another high explosive in there. This team is missing. Where's my team? That's the machine gunner. That's the anti-tank. They should have stayed on. They're going to go fast. I mean, like, stop. They're going to go super fast. All right, they're going to go fast. These guys are going to be okay. You guys are going to start putting rounds out here. Everyone just shoot at this random area. Please, for the love of God. You can't see anything. Slow roll. All right. You're doing good. We take this tree armor and we actually reverse. And then from here, we just move forward to our next position. Just like that. I don't believe that there's no spots in this tree line right across this open area. And we'll split those teams here in a second. All right, they're going to go around. Lots and lots of random action going on right now. Let's get rid of some of this nonsense. God, 2 casualties, bro. This early in the war. You got to target light. All right, command elements, command elementing. Oh, nope, that's the forward observer. All right, let's go. Here we go. Little gaggle of geese going on. No collisions, guys. No collisions, no collisions. There we go. Let's watch this happen. No friendly fire, no friendly fire. All right, cleared to fire. Outstanding. Target arc. There we go. Any positive spots he makes is going to be good for us. All right, let's get more units. All right, this is our next area. This is our next tree line. I don't know if this tree line is even worth it. So if we think about this tree line right here, where do we advance from this position? Right? We can have a gunfight over here. Right? There's a gun. Ooh, look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Bricks and sandbags in my war? So we have a 2-story house, obviously. We have a window right there. Could get line of sight. We have a window right there, and we have a 2-story house. We also, if we look beyond everything, a massive hillside full of anti-tank guns, we're assuming. All right. So threat number 1, probably a very powerful threat with anti-tank. Threat number 2, we're going to assume forward observer team or possibly anti-tank team. Very dangerous building. I want it gone. And then the very obviously another spot, threat number 3. So 3 threats. Infantry threat or possibly anti-tank gun threat. Forward observer threat, possibly a RPG. Hillside, possibly infantry. Anti-tank, tank. All right. So we do not engage. I want to know what this is. I want to know what that is. I want to know what that is. I want a forward observer. I want a forward observer. I want a recon. Oh, he's busy. He's busy. Can you guys run as fast as you can to this vehicle? Thank you. All right, we have lots of firepower on that hillside, so we can kind of start tightening this noose that we have going on. Let's say we get another tank in here. All right, so this vehicle kind of cleared up our flanks. I don't think there would be... I don't know why there would be an infantry threat right here. on this flank that's not engaging this vehicle. I don't think that the AI has like target art set. I mean, the only reason why you wouldn't open up right here is just from a target arc. So we say clear. We don't see anything right here. And we have this area kind of sufficiently suppressed. I'm not really like amazingly comfortable with this movement. But if they're suppressed, then we're going to take it. We're also going to get a tank up here. So infantry's moving. These guys are undeploying for the 10th time. And let's just see what we got. They got to be able to see something, though, at some point. You can't just, like, see all that fire going into that hillside and tell me you don't see anything. So I'm kind of nervous to dismount these units up here. And I'm kind of nervous to move them without, like, tank support. Who's broken? You're not broken, are you? No, you're mounted. All right, mount up faster. Mount up faster and start shooting. And then we can actually... Do we have any more forward observers? Oh, look at all these forces we have. Command element, command element, command element, mortars, mortars, mortars. Lots of mortars that we're not using. I'd like to save those for our urban fight. I wonder if I'm being too cautious. I wonder if I'm being too cautious. First tank's going to go up in rubble, and I'm going to be like, nope, slow it back down. All right, let's see what happens. All right, so we should have a lot of fire going in a lot of different directions now. Artillery, it's only been 1 minute since we called in that artillery strike. I'm sorry, guys. I'm trolling you now. Let's clear light. Let's scare them with some heavier fire. I don't even think they're really there. I think they're probably more. They've had to have fallen back. All right, so there's some more RPGs. So they put one in. We got 48 high explosives. Oh, wait, what was that? Oh, I think that's the artillery strike. Sick. Maybe it's 52. That's way too early. All right. So these guys actually need to split. And I want the assistant team to mount up. Whoa, whoa there, cowboy. Whoa, whoa, whoa. You beat the frick up. All right, target's right there. Target's at the back end of the tree line. We have artillery falling way off target right here. That could be mine or his. So we're gonna retro a little bit. We're gonna do the old retrograde. We're going to give a target arc. That's a big target arc, but that's fine. We're actually going. That's fine. All right, so he should be suppressing. I don't really want to move any closer with that artillery falling right now. We're going to see where that artillery falls. All right, I'm going to let you guys think this over while I go to the bathroom. All right, what were your thoughts? What are your thoughts right now? So this is a dangerous hill. I think we've pushed them back here, especially if we're getting soft spots on this backside. He doesn't have line of sight. So we're going to target that position because that's an unknown. You guys are actually going to move quick towards the end of this tree line. And then we are, I'd say we reverse. And we just move to there. What's the line of sight look like right there? That's fine. This is getting a little dangerous because we're kind of cresting this hillside. So eventually we're going to be well within targeting range of whatever this is. So I wonder if we can kind of get some units scouting that out. I would really like to scout that out a little bit. But now we're entering a stage where it's really dangerous. And I know I say that a lot, but realistically, we haven't cleared these woods. We haven't cleared this area, and then this area. So we know this is an L shape. We know there's units there because we saw sandbags. There's a defensive fighting position. So there's very obviously units in this tree line. So we can't push super aggressively to the edge of these woods without generating contact. So let's see if we open up. Let's open up. This is the next area we're going to try and open up. I want that freedom of movement. So let's just go to this tree line, the edge, and see what we can do. They are, I mean, by the time that artillery falls, we're going to be in position. So we're mismanaging our artillery really badly. My bad, guys. I'm sorry. We have a lot of artillery that we're mismanaging. You should be targeting this hillside. That would be better. That would be a better target. We have a lot of bullets. I'm going to say open up. All right. All right, we have a target arc. So let's break right here and let's try and get into this little gully. And we're going to assume anti-tank gun. We're assuming anti-tank. So we're going to stay just below it. If it takes a top shot at us, that sucks. So you're going to reverse. Oh, I'm probably mismanaging my commanders then too. That's not unusual for me. So let's go like this. How tall do you think this tank is? We always need to stay on the downhill. I don't really want to hull down this position. I don't know what that is. I want to get someone in here. I want to get someone in here really badly. And I feel like it's this guy. So he has the ability to call in artillery strikes. So he's going to stop. He's going to go slow. And he's going to get right up to this tree line. Right there. And then from here, we're going to say point target. I want him to be exact with this. He doesn't have any line of sight on that. Shucks. How far forward do you think he needs to go? Oh, there's a tree right there. I don't think he needs this much line of sight. But if he needs it, that's fine. Whatever. Once he starts walking, he can see it. Or once he gets into position, he can see it. All right, now we're getting into house position. We're in house position. We need to get some tanks up here. So let's clear out that tree line next. Right here. We bring a tank around. I think bringing a tank around will... Yeah, it's like one of the weird thing. I think we... What is this? What's this guy doing over here? What are you doing over here? You're telling me there ain't anyone. No one over here. You're telling me you can't see a thing. All right, well, you get to crawl again. What's the distance we're talking? 200 meters. God, I mean, like, they're not going to get small arms fire from almost a mile away, right? So we just say move. God, I'm going to be so, like, angry if there's an infantry squad in here. Because I just am. I'm just going to be so angry if there's an infantry squad in those tree lines, to the point of where I will send all my tanks over here just to blow the shit out of them. All right. You're moving. You're moving. You're moving. You need to move. You are moving. We have mortars falling right here. We have unknown right there. You're moving. You're reversing. Then you're going to move. We're going to continue pushing that. We need more firepower. We're not clearing that. We're not clearing that with enough firepower. Let's get another tank. And we don't have enough firepower, guys. Right there. That gives us a big, big, big amount of firepower. And we grab this platoon right here. The squad. This is just a straight squad. And they go right here. I feel like I had a lot more recon units, but I think all right, so they're finally engaging. That's what took them so long. You're still working your way back. I should have more than one recon team somewhere. I want these guys to push up together. So we go move, tree, move, tree, tanks in front. Yep. There's another mortar. Is that a mortar or is that an anti-tank round? Why can't I ever face this tank? That's a mortar. All right. Maybe we're being a bit overly cautious. Those aren't our mortars, though. Ours aren't falling for another 7 minutes. So this is just random mortars. They're not in range. They're not on anything. So there's got to be a forward observer somewhere. And it's just kind of falling wherever. No one else has eyes on that guy. That's crazy. No, you're fine where you're at. Oh, my goodness. All right. So we go around. What do you mean right upper hall hit? There's legit, yep, there's infantry right there. Just take him out. I wonder why he can't face because he's closed. I mean, they're calling artillery on themselves, so it's either us or them. We can't push with these infantry yet because they are being engaged. These tanks are being engaged by ground fire, so if we push our infantry up, they're just soft targets. Oh, they didn't die. These guys are almost in the open. So what we do here is we hit play. We grab this unit. I want these guys to dismount before... No, right? There's that hillside. Well, I mean, they ain't... Fast. Go fast. All right, we're going to watch this kind of unfold. This is going to be tricky. Where do we think anti-tank? I mean, I'm going to go with there's no anti-tank over there. I'm going with there's no anti-tank. And that I'm being overly cautious, and we're going to get smoked. So in order to do that, we're actually going to do a save. I don't save very often, but I don't want to lose it just because our scouts aren't scouting properly or reconning correctly. And I will say they aren't doing it correctly because they've had plenty of time. Ooh, look at that mortar just falling onto that position. Where's it going to hit? Right there. Little off target. So we can't clear those woods yet. We go quick around this. This guy doesn't have enough. We're going to clear target. We aren't going to do anything too crazy. That guy's moving first. I don't think the gun really rotates that well. All right, let's watch this unfold. So this is dangerous because, right, there's obviously a tree line right here where I would put a squad to kind of do like a little L shape right here. So infantry right here, but that's like a good, I don't know, a couple 100 meters. Yep. Where'd that come from? Wheels hit. So stop your advance. In reverse. Keep going, keep reversing. There we go. All right, tanks tanking. Stop. There we go. Come on, show these guys no mercy. No mercy. Target arc. Interesting right here. This is really interesting because I really want this to work out correctly. No way. No way. No way. No way. God, I knew I should have dismounted them. We just lost an entire squad. Tank, please put rounds down range. I will pay you money. I will pay you lots and lots and lots of money if you just pull the trigger. Come on. Oh, that's heartbreaking. We knew that was going to happen. God, we knew that was going to happen. Entire squad down because they don't fire that machine gun when they need to fire it. Why are you still alive? Please kill this mofo. All right. Rants over. God, I'm glad we got that on camera. Let's see Joe, silly goose. Silly goose. This guy's in a bad position. You are a half track. Can you face this direction? Can you shoot at these guys? So why aren't you shooting either? Why is no one here really shooting? Like, what's going on with that? Let me check this. There's a storm moving in somewhere. Okay. So I mean, this is obviously really annoying that happened, but I mean, we knew there was enemy there. We just didn't know they have an RPG, so we lost one half track. I guess we got to start losing people at some point, you know? That's just how it is. So we're up to like 10 casualties, 15 casualties. All right, we just go slow. Right up to here. Danger, danger, danger. We have not cleared any of these woods out, so we don't go slow. We clear these woods out. Just like this. All right. The woods need to get cleared out. You need to not move. Let's have our infantry clear these woods. Our command element, where are they at? I'd rather split that squad and kind of have a half track. Let's see. Let's take a top down. These guys aren't really doing anything right here. That's anti-tank. So let's start getting people mounted back up. So we've why does this look so weird? Because we're zoomed in. All right, so 1 woods are cleared, 2 woods are cleared, clearing 3 woods not cleared. That's definitely a problem that those guys are still existing. I mean, look at them right there, Germans. Yeah, they all got Panzerfaust. Ooh, that ain't good. I guess we should have inspected the corpses a while ago. All right. Hopefully we can kind of breach this wooded area. I don't want my tank pushing too hard. He has 45 anti-tank rounds, so let's just put a few more into this tree line. You're going to do what you need to do. So there goes our whole infantry element. That was our flanking element. So we do need to start kind of getting things rolling. So let's have these units go up to here. All right. What the actual? Did you just take forward top hull? You just took an artillery round. No way. No way. We're losing things like crazy people. Get out of here. Get out of here. No way. I don't believe that for a second. Our luck is not that bad that we just lose 2 vehicles right off the bat. All right. I'm going to talk to my forward observer. He needs to stop stopping what he's doing and start spotting for me. God. Got to be like the most lucky artillery strike in the world. I think that was friendly fire, man. That has to be friendly fire. All right. These guys, I need you to deploy. These guys, I need you to face. All right. And you, I need you to target. You, I need you to target. Okay. Oh, man. This is not laser-guided artillery, that's for sure. All right, infantry squad is infantry. Oh, wow. We actually got into the... We're being really reckless right here, too, and we actually got in. I don't like that. So, I mean, look how cautious I was being with these guys. So we need to move quick to right here. And then hopefully we take out the sandbags that are in this area. Or are they in this area? I've lost track of the sand that has been bagged. Those guys are just... Oh my god. Just run. Oh, they're exhausted. They can't run. They can walk. Blast. Those are actually really, really versatile units just in an incorrect position. All right, let's clear target arc. And we... Can we set up... What do we think? We set up right here? God, I wish we were better. I wish we were way better at this. I'm not comfortable. This tree line right here is not scouted out. This area, blank, was really correct. What's up, lasagna hobby? I almost called you lasagna baby. Blank was really correct about this forest fight. We've lost 2 weapon systems. I think one was fratricide. An artillery round landed directly on one of our half tracks, which is a bummer. And then we took a Panzerfaust to the face right here, which cost us a lot of an infantry squad. So we're trying to suppress with some light machine gun fire. I really want these 2 units to kind of get into position to kind of attack them. They don't have enough firepower, as I say that with 2 tanks and an MG42 staring that position down. So we don't have really any just straight infantry squads, do we? God, it was not good to lose that infantry squad. There's one right here. There's an MG. What are these guys? These are mortars. I don't know if I want to commit more infantry to this fight. I don't think I want to commit more infantry to this fight. We're going to do it with what we have. And lasagna hobby and lasagna baby. We're going to drive these guys out. There's artillery fallen right here, and we're going to drive them out with what we have. So let's do this. We're going to slow push. We're not going to slow push with our tank, but it is time to kind of refocus our attention to this next tree line. So we're going to target light. Oh, look, dude. Oh, look, we can actually target these defensive positions right here. No way. Bro, good night. You came to the wrong area, kind sir. And you keep just suppressing that. All right, so that's exactly, I think that's our move for right now. That gives us a forward staging area of right here. This would be our next forward staging area if we get this area cleared. I'm thinking, though, is that really what I want? That is what I want. Infantry squad up here. All right. Clutch, as they call it, back from 2007. Hey, guys, we were right the entire time. What is this? A Panzerfaust team. We are calling it so good right now. We are calling our deaths. We're calling our where we want to put artillery. Now, only if we could capitalize on that and be much, much better. What is the range of this? What is this? 200 meters. What are you? 260. Oh, and they're out of range of it. Dude, we could get a tank up there. Oh my God, we could get a tank up here. On map mortar. You still like. Oh, it's because they're not dismounted. Oh my God. You guys. We're not going to use a tank though. We're going to use. I don't want to lose another rifle. I hate that I have to have a platoon mounted to use these guys effectively. It kind of bums me out. That's really how this has to work. We can get this guy. Oh, and that means we lost like a Panzerfaust too. All right. Can you... What if we... All right, so we got to be really careful about this. It says 200 meters. I don't believe 200 meters. Oh, where'd it go? So what we're trying to do is we're microing right now. We're getting super heavy. I don't know how people play this turn-based. Like, I got to be able to make these decisions, like, while they unfold. Oh, you can do it. You can do it. You can do it. You can do it. Right there. I don't care. Just a little short. All right. Sweet. So, more breathing room. Interesting. Those guys are still... have not walked very far because it's only been 1 minute. We've done like 3 minutes of gameplay. I play turn-based. It's hard for me to play turn-based because you kind of just watch it. I always end up just watching my units die. I feel like this is enough firepower right here. But I feel like I need more. There ain't no way this guy is still alive. There's one guy there. You just target him. Get him off the map. And that's one thing about combat mission is you kind of got to get everything off the map. Okay, so we have Panzerfaust or anti-tank weapon over there. Tank moving into position. Infantry suppressing. We have this area that is not going as well as it should. Target. Is that artillery? Is this dust flying right here? That is. That is artillery. All right. These. Ooh, target in the back. All right, these guys are pinned. So that's fine. They don't really need to be here anymore. Everyone's moving out of this position anyway. So what's that? That's a contact. A tank. All right, so their tanks are starting to arrive. I don't feel like we're really in a dominant position to fight off any tanks. Where do you think their tanks will be going? Let's take a top-down look. This sucks. This is taking so long. All right. 49 minutes. If I were a tank, I would want this position. So you don't need to go where you're at. You just need to stop. And right here. I think this little crevice right here is okay. Yeah. All right. That tree right there. We say that's going to lock down this hillside. These guys are going to go slow. With tanks are going to move quick. Tanks have a lot further range. We're going to stop their movement. We're going to say slow. Sorry, guys. You can crawl to right here. All right, we're adjusting, right? There's a new threat on the battlefield. God, that's a long crawl. Good luck to you. Recon, you're earning your stripes. All right, commanders, commandering. So what do you think these tanks are going to try and do? They're going to try and secure positions. Their lines of sight are going to be, this is an uphill right now, so they're not going to be able to shoot uphill. They're going to try and secure here, here, right here. They're going to try and shut down this open field, which we know that. They're going to try to shut down any strong point. So where do we think our strong points are? Hillside, hill 1, hill 2, hill 3, cover, cover. We're going to take care of this here in a moment. Objective. So I would say here, reinforce maybe one here, reinforce right there. That's a good position. And then this open field. No developers can like miss out on an open field. They'd probably like this, so we're already moving to counter that. I just don't know if it's a good counter. I mean, they'd have to get on this roadway, up this road. This is an uphill fight. They'd have to get in these tree lines, and we're kind of pushing that tree line right now. This sucks. This kind of sucks, and this kind of sucks. This position, this position. We're extended right here. I think we kind of got to let these tanks get into position before we make a lot of decisions. And we got to use the cover that we have. He needs to pull out. It looks like he got hit with an artillery round. And then I guess right here, we would hold down right here with one tank, which is still not like super okay with me. Because I don't really understand how the hold down mechanic works. All right, there we go. All right, so what are our lines of sight look like with our tank? Line of sight 1 is right here, so maybe This angle, I think we should step him to the side so it opens it up like that. We've got to remember there's a hill there, though. Line of sight right here. If you can see through this position, you can't see anything. Right there. You can see that open field. All right, but we're dealing with that right now. And we already have a tank right here moving to deal with that. All right, so this is ours. There is a bit of white space right here that we don't have. Or white space right here that we don't have. And then this, we got to be careful though. Our tanks are exposed. So this tank's exposed right there. All right, so we got to push a bit more aggressively. So let's do that. God, it's only been like 10 seconds. All right, he's going to continue to target that defensive fighting position. And we move. I don't think there's anyone there. We have 40 high explosives, 5 explosive anti-tank. Clear target. Move fast. All right. This tree line. Now we got to like manage like lines of sight really a lot better. We really got to do lines of sight a lot better now. We also got to kind of manage some anti-tank teams too. So we need to grab our anti-tank guns. Unfortunate that we lost one right here. All right. We should be getting some positive spots right here. I can't. That's my artillery now. It's only a short. So it shouldn't be that impactful on our advance. All right. Oh, look, there's a Panzerfaust who has positive targets on it. You got to divert, man. You can't be. It's close. It's close, guys. We're microing super intensely right now. I need tacos. I need tacos and I need food. No one lives over here. That's my firm belief that everyone is deserving to die in that general area. All right. Everyone dies in that corner. They all die. Come on. Come on. You got to put some rounds downrange, guys. There's a major threat. Come on. There you go. Suppress him until he's dead. Suppress him better. Come on. Suppress him till he's dead. Yes, there he is right there. That guy took out 8 of our men. Make him a corpse. All right. Target light. There we go. Make him a corpse. All right, we clear target right here. We reinforce. I think we reinforce with another infantry squad. And we push this tree line, and then we push whatever is over here. Fight 3-to-1 ratio, enemy 2 men, scouts, and squad. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I mean, dude, we had like, this guy's dead as a doornail. He should be. I just don't want him to get a lucky shot. You know what I mean? That one, if he like recovers like for like 1 second and then like pops off a Panzerfaust. You know what I mean? That kind of happens in combat mission where they just recover for a second and then kind of make your life really hard. What's going on right here? Are these guys suppressed? No, these guys haven't even begun their firefight yet. Oh, I clicked off. Sorry, guys. I'm just spinning. Sorry, I clicked off I have 2 monitors. What do we say we get? I mean, that engagement should be kicking off right now. All right. We are going to go to the next phase. All right, what's this range right here? Why am I moving you to engage that guy? Oh, yeah, I want him dead. That's why. All right, we move another tank right into here and kind of open this up. and kind of clear this area right here? Would that be our next phase? I just want to know what the range is. 139 meters, so it's definitely within range of any anti-tank. So do we dismount a squad right here and kind of take it 2 for 1? We're assuming there's no one in this tree line and we're assuming these woods are clear, but we would have had contacts already if the woods weren't clear. I'm also surprised we haven't had contact here with how much fire I'm putting there. Where's our recon unit at? All right. This is so dumb. Like, why would we do this? Like, why would we even do that? Like, that's like writing an angry email. We just do one little test. It'd be like, oh, that's silly. Then we come up here and we dismount. We were just testing ourselves. We were testing ourselves. And these guys are going to dismount when they reach position. All right, let's get some more units on the battlefield. All right, you are moving to a hull down. You are moving to right here. And I kind of want to open you up a little bit to right there. Look at all these forces that aren't fighting for us. Let's bring back one of these half tracks. I want them to pick up this random infantry squads that's sitting here. Oh, that's all right. Executive officer team. Never mind. Why don't they have a flag? I didn't know that was the XO. Huh, that's weird. Really, really weird. All right, what are we doing next? Machine gun. We need to get this machine gun team in place. Squad. I feel like we have enough squads in the middle. I feel like I have more machine gun needs than I need, and I have more mortars than I need. So I wonder what I'm doing if I'm thinking about this incorrectly. How many mortars do you even have? 63? We have a lot of firepower we're not using. I think we're making a mistake. Why do we have so much firepower? Where would we put it? I feel like there's too many resources. I guess we take this hillside with our mortar team. So let's position one mortar team. Let's get one mortar team up and running. All right, mortar team 1 will secure that position. I just don't have a way to hold a lot of land. Man, can you guys just go as fast as you can into this tree line? Like, I'm sorry I gave you a crawl order. Just get to where you need to go. All right, so we say mortars here. I don't know the range of the mortars, but we're going to hit right here. And then we really need to kind of recon up a lot of this position. So we're going to say clear. Clear. You need to mount up in a vehicle. We need to get these guys a half track. Can I join these two up? I can't. All right, so let's get going. Let's get 2 new move orders going. All right. This guy's got to be dealt with. We can't push, man. We can't push yet. They shot at us too. They straight up shot an RPG at us. Look at that. Who shot that? He's like active. He's like active over there. No way. No way. No way that dude's like that right here. I guess we're just going to area fire. All right, that was a mortar. I mean, We got a lot of... We got to be able to push him back here in a moment. 139 meters. All right. I mean, that's a lot of firepower. Where are you at? You're doing good, so let's go like this. This might be too close. Let's go. We watch that. We watch that, and we stop just short of 200. We say they have like a range of 200. We stop short of 200. We want to stop short of 200. You're in a hull down. All right, outstanding. These guys need some firepower. I want these guys to acquire themselves an RPG. There's no way this guy's still active, right? Those tanks are still tanking. All right, let's be going. It's a mortar. We're pulling this guy back because it looked like an RPG came from that tree line into our position. So let's go. Everyone's moving forward. So basically our front is just short of this main area where we're fighting. It's only been 23 minutes. How much terrain have we taken? I don't really think they'd back cap us right there. So we need to acquire some materials. I want these guys to actually pick up some weapon systems. The M13 launcher. And I want him to have the high explosive anti-tanks. I think that's good. And then he actually gets into this tree line. The old Soviet mantra. What's the old Soviet mantra? We need more high explosive anti-tank, or I need them to die. All right. Let's reverse out. Oh, all right, here we go. Here we go. I'm a little concerned that we haven't spotted anything in this tree line. I should have another scout team moving into position. Where are they at? Really, I say really slow, but I talk a lot, and I don't actually let the game play. So let's see. That's 155. I mean, they need a miracle to like... How many? We got 47. Yeah, we're good. Oh, you're facing the platoon, send a company. Hey, man, I'd prefer honestly some airplanes. All right. I want this to get scouted though. Can he move? But it's a smart mantra, you know. You can't fault someone for sending way more firepower than necessary. This engagement's so silly. Are these guys deployed? They are deployed, so we got some like high intense. Oh shit. God, this artillery, man. Way too close. How many? You got 35? Where are you going? You need to go over here. All right, we're at 184. That's too close. And honestly, I don't want him going where he's going. I want him to pull back that direction. I know that's silly. But at 182, he's within range of a Panzerfaust. So we're trying to minimize that threat. And I'm trying to spot out these guys. All right, Blank. Yeah, no, man, you're wonderful. Thanks for all the tips. We are halfway to somewhere. All right, mortar team's almost on deck. They're going to dismount right there. There we go. You got plenty of high explosives. So let's go like this. Let's keep going slow. And we're going to try and clear out this hillside. We're going to try and clear these woods so we can have movement into this position. And then that gives us a good bounding point into these next woods and then into the main objective. So we're almost to our first objective with only a few losses. So let's just say a save. We actually haven't really committed a lot of resources to this fight. We're still pushing through that wooded area, which sucks. But if we think about the progress we made, it's from this area. We were back here fighting forward. So we cleared one tree line. We're going to open this one. We have no real spots, so we're going to assume empty, and we're going to assume this has to be, I mean, there was someone there at some point because they have their defensive fight, they have their sandbags. All right. So let's go. Artillery's kind of a bit late, which is unfortunate, but we don't need to worry too much about it. Once the artillery stops, we'll push into this tree line and we'll call it. Honestly, I feel like I'm way too close. All right, 213. That's much more manageable, and we're going to say target light. Ooh, that was a fantastic high explosive. Would some of the mortars work in an indirect fire Overwatch? Yeah. Oh, yeah, we're not moving to the town yet. We have 50 more minutes. So if we can get to this, there's tanks on the battlefield now too. So this would be our Overwatch position into the town. Here and possibly here, right way over there. And we're clearing those positions right now of Germans. And so if we can get to it, we will call in a massive long-standing mortar strike, or a mortar strike that will be sustained. And then we will try, I imagine there's some type of gun over here on this hillside. That's probably our next major threat beyond the tank that's on the battlefield, or the tanks that are on the battlefield, is this hillside is probably a major threat to us. And then this tree line is going to be a threat, so I imagine there's a Panzerfaust, one or two over there. And then if we do get lucky, we can probably push to capture point 12. So, yeah. We're doing just fine. We're at 205 meters out of range. We are getting forces into position, mortars into position, and we're going to kind of shell that area. So I wonder, once they're in position, we're going to try and area target this guy. What's 4 minutes? I don't know why I'm area targeting. I just do a point target. Like, the mortars are so inaccurate anyway that it doesn't really matter. Oh, okay. Right, and then that'll be 4 minutes, and we'll just say light, quick, confirm. 4 minutes, that clears out that position right there, and then we can kind of continue to move units up into this next hillside. So, yeah, that actually sounds really good to me. 4 minutes, it'll take them a long time to crawl. These units are actually going to dismount now. Right here. And then they're going to just move. They're going to move quick to right here. And I just want to see if they spot anything in that hillside. I want them to really check it out, because there's got to be something there. All right. So these guys are going to continue to move forward. That's off target. I don't like that. That's on target. That's off target. That was right on our guys. Stop movement. These guys had to be pushed off this position by now. Had to have been. But I don't really want to switch to a target light or turn off targeting too soon if my guys right here can't see anything. There's our next positive target right there. Who sees them? Wow, these guys, that's not good. They need to stop movement. You have a lot of high explosives, so let's put a high explosive a bit further back and kind of shut that down. I don't know if I want to pull resources from this position because I haven't seen anyone in a while over here. But I'd really like for this fighting to be done, so we can't, with that artillery falling, is it done? How much longer? It was only supposed to be short, so not position, not position. All right, let's get some more units rolling. Another machine gun team, I think, is in order. So let's get a machine gun team rolling. We're a little bit behind with a lot of our forces. So let's kind of do some troop movement. Get another position right there. And let's play. All right, that's got to be the end of our mortars. So I want this more artillery strike to end so bad. I think it's this guy. Nope. It was only supposed to be short and sweet, so now we need to like move forward. Clear target. We're going to start clearing targets now. And if we have to, we'll probe with our MG. All right, so we're going to probe with our half track. If there's someone there, we're going to scout them out and we're immediately going to destroy them. It's time to move a little bit. So 215, we're going to move 15 meters. All right, mission's over. Outstanding. So we're going to start moving. It seems like someone's still targeting this hillside. Who's targeting? I wish I could turn on all targets so I could see who's you are. Bro's probably dumped so much ammo into that hill. I feel so bad for that hillside. God, you can go over there and collect. Look at this. Man, there ain't no one there. There's no one in this tree line anymore. All right. All right, guys. Let's get going. So we're going to face. Oh, no, we can't face. We're going to move. We're going to turn and face. These units are going to approach this as well. And we're going to secure the tree. First objective. Well, not first objective, but first area we wanted secure. Ish. Secure-ish. All right, we got one tank up here. We're going to be a bit loosey-goosey with him. And we're moving right here into this tree line. It'll take him a bit to get there, so we'll just move him up there. That's fine. We have so many people like scouting this area, like it makes no sense to me that there would be someone there at this point. And I know I've said that a lot, but it just really doesn't make any sense that someone's there. It really doesn't make any sense that anyone's alive right here. All right. At least 1,000 rounds. Yeah, man, in this one area where probably we were done with it a while ago. All right, everyone's moving. So this hillside's almost ours. This is a bit concerning right here. And the remnants of whatever's left right here. So we're going to try and clear it. It's always a bit risky. But Let's see what we can do. There's nothing. I just feel like we can't just keep firing bullets into that one hillside over and over and over again. We're going to clear target. This one has plenty of ammo. He's going to target for himself. I don't like the way he's going. I don't really agree with this. I mean, he's driving right past a wrecked vehicle. He doesn't even have any units. No, he does. He should be able to target. All right, MG42 is going to undeploy their weapon, and they're going to... It's time to cross. And this guy's going to suppress. So I think we're calling off our fire a bit too early. We're actually going to suppress while our MG42 team moves. Just like that. And then we are going to check on this squad. They are in position. I'm going to say this hillside is mostly clear. And we're just going to slow move. And we're going to stop short. So let's just stop this movement. And we're just going to give them a normal move order. If there's someone on this opposite hillside, then we will respond with the correct force. This Panzerfaust has gone missing. He was right here. I don't see a corpse. It looks like we put a lot of rounds into that position, though. Recon team has made it, guys. Oh, my God. No way. One more mission, Recon team. Second team, forward observed everything. They are the definition of exhausted right now. Wow, man. Did we really, really, really almost pull off the first objective? The fighting is about to get a bit more dicey. We have a Panzerfaust, MG42. We're actually going to dismount the MG42. And we're going to hold the command team. Command team can die. All right. They're moving. You need to clear target. I don't want you mowing down your own people. And it's actually time to divert you into this next fight. All right. Outstanding. So we are in the tree line. I'm feeling relatively confident. This is like the one outlier. It's just some guy who's suppressed out there, but we do need to get rid of him. So we clear target. I have no contacts right here, but I do have lots of infantry in this position. So we move forward. Not you. We grab our tank. We move forward. And we set up for our assault. Yeah? Yeah? Is that what are we actually at that stage? Oh, wait. Contact right there. Okay. We save it, call assault, and we prep for our assault. So basically we've opened this up. Let's get our forward observers into this town. We're going to start tanky tanks. We're going to start identifying more dangerous positions, right? 2 stories, hardened facilities. This thing needs to collapse. I want to bring that entire building down. That's my goal. Lines of sight from this position. These things are probably hauled down. Panzerfaust. Back side of the hill. That's probably why they're not completely spotted. Hillside. So basically they're in position to stop an assault from this left flank or this northeast. So they're in position to set up where we want to plan our assault. We're going to do that anyway. If I have to drive them out with artillery, that's fine. So there's a lot we need to do. There's a lot we need to plan. The woods are ours. There's an enemy contact right there. We pull you back. We click on you. Oh. Hold down 122 meters. I don't know what's there, but I don't like it. So we're just going to shoot at the ground. All right, we're going to save. We're going to say prep for assault. Prep for pre-assault, sure. Assault. We call it pre-assault. The reason why we can't touch anything. Shit. All right, there we go. All right. Still a bunch of BS here. I would like some more solid contacts. It's probably like 1 or 2 stragglers, probably with the Panzerfaust. Chilling. Artillery's on station. So we go... We don't even really have anything to prep an assault with, you know what I mean? Just lots and lots of MG42s and mortars. All right, there's our next movement. Let's see what we got going on over here. You are 4th team. You're tired. You can yell at each other. These guys are crawling for a reason. It's because we haven't cleared this hillside right here. All right. I want them to do the same, but you guys are just going to walk slowly. They would have spotted something there by now. And if they haven't, I'm just going to be like anger, like rage anger, if they haven't spotted anyone there yet. No, stop. We're just going to go through the woods. Going through the woods makes the most sense. All right. We're going to clear that target, though. How many rounds have you put into there? Clear target. This is our MG42. Oh, and an infantry squad. Ooh, we were just... That's not good that we just ignored them. They could have took a round and got taken out. All right, so they dismount. Everyone dismounts. Half track falls back. Infantry squad actually acquires nothing because this has nothing. You get nothing. All right, there we go. It's fine if they reverse while they're still mounted. All right, let's clear this. Let's clear these tree lines. Ain't no way there's someone there. We just keep rotating. I don't even see anyone. So is it a sound contact or what is it? Clear target. Quick. I mean, that's all we can do. Everyone's got to get across this open space. We can't just be shooting at some mythological creature over here doing nothing. I saw an explosion, though, which is dangerous. This contact's is that a contact or am I just blind? No, it's a contact. There's something there, but that's been there the entire game. All right, we put like 2 high explosives in it. Let's just go target light. I mean, it's something. We'll suppress it. That's for sure. It's just weird that these infantry don't see it. Like, these guys should have some good eyes. Get me out of these woods. This is really close, though. We just can't really leave units behind. I really want to get units in position for this assault, though. All right, tanks moving over there. How did you get murked, dude? You were in the position. That's such a bummer when you like get outgunned like that, especially if you're just sitting there waiting. So that tank probably shot on the move too. That's just super bad luck. All right. It sucks because we're like positioned for that fight. So that's a bit of a bummer. You need to turn and face. All right. That breaks my heart. That like really breaks my heart right there that happened. Because how would you even counter that? I mean, that's why we hauled down right there on this backside of this area, and this tank just rolls up, it just snipes us. Not very fair. Not fair at all. Maybe it was just a bad haul down. Like, what's the turret traversal? Like, was it just a bad turret traversal? Did we haul down incorrectly? I don't think we have any more Shermans either. All our Shermans are currently preoccupied. So we're not going to commit a lot of Shermans to this fight over here. We're fairly dominant in the fight up here in the tree line. I would like to be done with this fight though. And we start moving up right there. We need to get some of these half tracks into position that have the stuff we need and desire. What's it looking like right here? Let's zoom out. We do have a tank operating up here in a very exposed position. So tank. We just got to keep an eye out. God, he really just sniped us through like, look at that. Look at that shot. That's an unbelievable shot. Like, that shot is unbelievable. What do you think that is? On the move. I just want to see. 1,000 meters through trees. I don't know. I don't agree with it. But I don't agree with a lot of things. So what's it looking like up here? Now we're looking for keyholes. We got to be really, really careful though. Now it's time to be really careful. So there's, because we can easily, remember, we're going to lose these fights with these tanks. So let's go. Let's see what happens. All right, woods are clear. Barring that weird position right there, woods are clear. So we're going to move fast through them. He has to go around, which sucks. So we're going to watch him closely. I hear people shooting, but I don't see people shooting. Is it really? Is there some random guy right there just shooting at us? No, that's incoming. It's you. Clear target. All right. All right, we are through the main fight. Now we're through the course. All right, another fight. That was dumb of us. Where'd that hit? Was that just an artillery round that just got lucky? I don't see anything right here. Was it really just this artillery round? Man, that's happened to us twice now. Does it tell us? Destroyed. I just don't see any sort of damage on the right flank. Damage in the rear. Damage on the left. That had to have just been a random lucky artillery. That's happened to us 3 times now. Who has eyes on that? This guy does? We'll engage. Huh. Interesting. Okay. Well, we are through the woods. Clear that. Move. Move. Let's see what happens. Not quite sure what this nonsense was about. He's going, though. Which we're not going to do. I just don't know what's over there. I don't know what got that half-track killed, so I'm not really going to challenge that right flank, especially when I don't plan on clearing these woods right now. Unless it's just this guy right here. And you're telling me these guys... I mean, there's a contact there. I don't believe that they... Come on, my dudes. We had to clear these woods, like, miserably. You cannot tell me there's a guy surviving right here. And a guy surviving right there. A sniper. All right, guys. Peace.